And welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity 2. Where we left off last time, we were on our way to the Bardato estate, but we ran into someone on the road here, near Bardato.
Madico, where is that spoiled brat?
A woman in fine clothes clutches a ledger in both hands. She searches the faces of passers-by, settling on yours with an uncertain frown. What seems to be the problem?
Laro is past due for a company meeting. Mother wants me to drag the elusive louse back by his ear.
She tucks the book under her arm.
Must be nice to be a layabout. Uncle Angbert would have tanned my hide.
Edir nods in agreement.
Fuck. I am angry and jealous in equal measure. You'd think this district was a maze, the way he manages to hide.
She glances over your shoulder and sighs, then looks back at you with sudden recognition.
The spirit magnet? Sientere, that I did not recognize you. If you desire to get in the graces of the Valiant Trading Company, we can help each other.
How?
Could I persuade you to watch out for Laro? I'd pay generously for your trouble.
I'm going to study her hands. Nira has been digging her nails into her ledger, leaving crescent moon-shaped impressions in the binding. She notices your interest and holds the book protectively close.
I'm concerned because Laro tends to feud with Orso, one of the local Valera rats.
If I happen across Laro, I'll let you know.
Would you? I'll be waiting at the estate in case he happens to return.
Nira thumbs over her shoulder.
Laro and his miscreant friends carouse at the tavern, the falls above the Adra Mill, and the southwestern bridge. If you see him, tell Laro to get his good-for-nothing ass back home.
Well, we do have this thing with chasing a rogue god to the ends of Aora, but I guess if it's on the way.
Everyone knows the main quest will wait, Edir. Don't be a jerk. The waterfall over there. I see. It's not that far from here. Why don't you just go look yourself? You could see it from your house. Walk up to your window, look out there. You can just kind of gaze over and see if he's over by the windmill.
Have you heard about the commotion at the palace?
Of course. Something about luminous Adra.
A giant made of luminous Adra.
All I know is that
Somebody's
they're all
coming.
at each other's
Somebody
throats
shouted.
up there.
It's me, I'm coming. You led me right there. Against the backdrop of jeering youths, a young woman raises her arms with an air of practiced drama. Before her, two men stand across from each other, mirroring scowls.
You both attest that you have made all possible efforts to come to a peaceful...
The woman trails off as you approach, and you find yourself the sudden target of the crowd's attention.
Who is this Nasenale? How many cousins do you have or so?
Laro chuckles.
Postenago. Does that look like any cousin of mine?
How should I know? Your kin lie with eels.
Ouch. Orso glares at Laro and bites back whatever insult he had at the ready.
We have business. What do you want?
Well, I'm here to fetch Laro. Nira's looking for him. A few chuckles arise from the bystanders and Laro's face flushes with embarrassment.
The family keeps you on a tight leash, Laro. Will getting impaled on a Valera blade prove something to them?
Psst. What's your words, Oaf? You want the Juana to know we're dueling?
My bad so to the tribals. We should be free to settle matters on valiant terms.
Orso glances in your direction with annoyance.
Small wonder the old empire collapsed in civil strife if this is the Valian way.
He sneers.
And how do your colonies fare, Adiran?
I suppose you have a good reason for this duel?
This street thug called my family a warren of corrupt inbreds. But is there a dung heap in all the world that does not have a little Valera cousin scratching through it?
Lara opens his eyes wide, and smiles to the milling crowd.
That wolf he calls mother would have us live out our days polishing Bardato silver.
Orso spits at the ground between them. Is this slight worth one of your lives?
Ak, this is but one chapter in a long anthology of Bardato arrogance.
Arrogance? Per complancanet, you should thank me for my patience.
Fine, do whatever you like, just get it over with.
Finoma, I am ready to cross swords if you are, Laro.
There's gonna be a duel. The duelists square off and tentatively circle each other. Stocky Orso moves with heavy strides, while Laro takes precise measured steps. The onlookers gather and press at the edges of the poorly defined arena. Their jeering lowers to expectant mutters. The duelists' seconds bring forth their weapons. Let's study the opponents. We're not very good at that though. You note the sweat on Laro's upper lip and the furrow of concentration cleaving Orso's brow. Let's look for a better spot. Oh man, this is only our own. You shoulder your way into the thick of the crowd, but the press of bodies halts your progress. Watch quietly for now. Once the swords have been delivered to their respective bearers, the seconds back away in melancholy silence. The duelists cross their swords and bow in salute. The tranquil moment ends with a burst of motion. Despite their difference in size, the duelists seem evenly matched. Orso doesn't settle in an established form, but he keeps pace with Laro's aggressive strikes. I'm going to... Who are we supposed to save? Laro? Orso? Laro. Distract Orso with an insult. You call out some choice words regarding Orso's father in a lamprey. While Orso searches the audience, Laro takes advantage of the opening and rushes him, knocking him off his feet. Adair nods in agreement and Seraphim strokes his braided beard beneath a quiet smirk. Orso scrambles to rise, but Laro pushes the blade against his chest, pinning him to the spot as a gasp sweeps across the audience. And that's that. Nobody died.
Mel, he's dead.
Oh, he is dead. Laro wipes fresh blood from the back of his shaking hands. These things do usually end with somebody dying.
You had better go. The guards will not care that you weren't involved.
Everyone seems to be okay with that.
Speak to my mother at Zali. If you happen to be by the estate, our troubles will only worsen from here.
Well, that's what happens when you kill people. Generally, bad things happen. Unless you kill everyone. See, if you're gonna kill someone like a family member of an important family...
Captain, if I could bend your ear a moment, I'll be aiming to thank you for bringing me aboard.
You're welcome. A furred hand at his belly and one heel out, he bows deeply, drooping an ear almost touching the ground.
You run a tight shop, and you ain't no terrible person either. It'd be a welcome change from the gentleman of leisure.
You're welcome.
I've a gift for you. This trinket be from one of the first ships I hunted. Malnage would have snatched it had I not found the perfect hiding spot.
Where did you hide it?
I know right to tell you that, you mightn't want it no more.
Seraphim gives you an innocent whistle while scratching his ass as subtly as one could scratch it. Everyone seems pleased about that.
Just a jest, Cap. Nay, I tucked it away in my beard. Didn't wear braids back then, so my hair caught about everything from feathers to fish bones.
Gotcha.
Malnar shook me down for plunder after each raid. I figured out she wouldn't go nowhere near my beard. Said my face were like a saw rip fetish.
Sorry. Thank you for the gift.
You be entirely welcome. Now, if you'll pardon me, I've roundabout reached my limit for sentiment.
Seraphim salutes, grinning broadly, and turns away. We got a Cipher Shackle, which is a +1 Constitution resistance to Dex Afflictions amulet. It's worth a bunch of money. Alright, where are we going? We should go back to the estate. They said they'd pay us greatly for some returning of that guy, and he's alive. This could start a house war, though. Being as they're next door neighbors, maybe they should like sit down and work things out. They're the worst neighbors ever. I don't need Azalea, I need the daughter, not Laro. Nira, I want my money.
Laro has returned to the estate intact. Perfetto.
Nira loosens her grip on her ledger.
Too much Bardato blood has been spilled in the name of Vengiata.
I get the feeling there's still some unfinished business.
Fuck. Nothing has been solved, only delayed. Here, for your discretion.
800 copper, that's actually not a bad amount. She gives you a pouch of coins and adds a short mark to her ledger before snapping it shut.
You have not met Mother, have you?
No. Nira thumbs her chin, leaving a spot of ink behind.
I'm certain she'll have work for someone invested in the family.
Oh man. My life never ends. There's always new people. I'm gonna go to this study. It's not even stealing. It's an armory type room. An armory with no weapons in the weapon rack, apparently.
I'll see it done.
Hi, everybody. We're gonna close the door.
Where there's a pick, there's a way. Done. Leave it to
It's not stealing if nobody sees it.
The newcomer. I thought you might visit.
It's not stealing, just lockpicking. Azali has heavy armor.
Zali Bardato. Custom dictates, I say, at your service. But I have not the time for such lies.
She regards you with a cool expression, but stands with a fighter's poise.
You saw my son dueling with the Valera boy. At least he survives to learn from his mistakes. Those who aid my blood profit by it.
$1,000, nice. Azali produces a purse from her desk drawer and tosses it in your direction.
When Valera and Bardato cross each other, only blood and sorrow remain.
Azali sighs, her gaze turning away. Could always kill a few Valeras for you.
An amusing way to make introductions. For now, we leave it at that.
A slow smile spreads across Azali's face.
Word has spread fast about the little spectacle at the docks. You've certainly caught everyone's attention. Perhaps the Watcher of Cadnua and House Bardato can help one another.
How?
Queen's Beth whispers of a Valera plot against my family. Something grander than pointless duels. You are a newcomer to the Deadfire, uniquely positioned to loosen Valera tongues.
She taps her chin and regards you thoughtfully.
Zilli Valera strums a lute by the watchtowers. A meek-tempered boy. Fonder of song and drink than the family business. He might spill something of his family's affairs.
Put in a good word for me with the Valian Trading Company, and it's a deal.
I'll have it taken care of at once.
She dips a quill and makes a quick mark in one of her documents.
There. May it open doors for you.
Thank you.
Try not to alert the Valeras of our knowledge. That is the point of involving an outside agent.
I gotcha. She turns her attention to her desk. I noticed something unusual. Your attention is drawn to Azali's desk. Among the assorted ledgers and documents sits a brass seal still dripping with heated wax. The drippings have dried into an almond-shaped pattern which resembles the shape of an eye fringed with bird feathers. A necessitating membrane flicks across its surface in a barely perceptible wink.
Are you still with me?
Azali breaks your focus by waving her hand in front of your face. She glances between you and her tidy desk, frowning. The desk, your desk, the eye. She glances back at her desk again, this time with impatience.
I'd venture that you're working too hard.
Something interesting going on there. A spy spell of some sort?
You must gather your
We can go down to the
before
vault.
venturing forth.
They're okay with that? Just like, yeah, just go to the, it's just a vault, just go downstairs. Try not to steal things. But if you do, we know it just happens. The guard captain takes his time moving to the barred door. It's open, it's not barred. His armor creaking with every step. He appraises you with a lazy sweep of the eyes, while his fingers curl casually about the hilt of his blade.
You have an appointment to see the vault, sir?
Just looking around.
De veras? Just exploring the vault that holds the Bardato fortune? Percom Blanca. Go upstairs before I have to sully my lady's tiles.
Okay. The captain makes a hurting motion with his arms as he shepherds you towards the stairs. Fair enough. I get the point. We're not allowed to just wander downstairs into the vault. I mean, we were, but we're not allowed to wander into the vault itself. Laro, how do you feel about killing that dude?
I have felt numb since killing Orso.
That happens when you kill a couple
You must
people.
gather your party before venturing forth.
So, beneath some tower, there's some kids strumming up something. A lute? Can't remember what they said. Some sort of instrument. Where's the tower, though? Road south? Wild Mare? That's the Valian Trading Company. Back alley. Road north. That's the Audra Mill. What did it say to do? We're looking for Zili Valera. Gotta be here on the dock somewhere. Maybe over here? Sort of looks like a tower. It's like a lighthouse type thing. We'll go take a look anyways. Can't hurt.
The Hazanui is at the palace, blaming the Valians for attacking one of their ports.
Who's Akima?
Well met, stranger. Akira, but isn't this district a fine place?
The Huana woman stares off in the distance with a longing expression. What are you looking at? She doesn't settle on any point of particular interest. Everything from the high buildings to the cobblestones is a subject of fascination. She notices your attention and turns her eyes to the ground.
I am not one meant to venture far from the gullet. Until recently, I had a respectable job at the Luminous Bathhouse.
You have a sword now.
Now that I am unemployed, I seek to make myself useful before the money runs out, and I must return to the Roparu as a pauper.
How'd you lose your job?
More happens at the bathhouse than cleanliness and ease. It is a place of meetings, business, and transactions, to all of which the attendants are either blind or deaf. One day, I overheard, more than I ought to have. In my erring, I gasped. To my great shame, I showed a most unprofessional reaction before clients. I was fired, and rightly so.
She bows her head. What did you overhear in the bathhouse to cause such a scandal? Akima shakes her head and lowers it in deepest shame. She's trembling, and it's clear that in her estimate she suffered enough without debasing herself even further. You worked at the Luminous Bathhouse?
A wonderful place. Would that I could cross its threshold again and feel the mist of luminous waters.
Her smile is sad if genuine.
In spite of my time there, I cannot do else but give it my highest recommendation. You will find the Luminous Bathhouse in Periki's Overlook.
Okay, thank you.
Of course not. But the Queen must.
We have more places to explore in this district. It's a big place. There's going to be a lot of things to do here. And we're going to steal some things.
My ship hunter taken.
I'm a ship hunter, sorta. No sooner do you approach the Valian woman than she squints and turns up her nose, regarding you with thinly veiled distaste.
I only deal with serious clients. Now shoo.
She makes a sweeping gesture with both hands. I am a serious client.
A serious brute. I can see this from here. Madiko. But it is impossible to find skilled work when every competent freelancer wastes their shore leave in the wild mare.
She grimaces towards the east.
When blood travels south of their brains, the value of a good bounty is forgotten.
You give up bounties, I could take some off your hands.
You, a nameless face of the streets?
She thumbs her chin and gives you a thorough looking over.
I do not make a habit of shepherding new talent, but... Ugh, there is a seed of potential.
She sighs to herself and peers over your shoulder before giving up and addressing you directly.
We will cut your teeth on Biakara, a Huana sailor and would-be patriot who plagues company ships.
I'll take the bounty.
Gelarde. Biakara sails a voyager's scale of Tangaloa off of Hasongo's northeastern coast.
Anna studies you once more before shrugging and seeing you off with a wave. Okay, thanks. What does that door do? You duck into the canal and find yourself kneeling before an iron gate. The reek of sewage wafting from the other side is powerful enough to bring tears to your eyes. The iron bars are set firmly into the surrounding brick, barring any passage onwards. Melt the bars. Aloth, you can do it. Use that one. The arcane glow and recitation cause a din, but luckily your efforts don't draw any unwanted attention. One of the bars melts from the masonry and you use a minimal exertion to pull it free. It slips into the water with a hiss of cooling metal. Let's go in. You carefully squeeze through the opening, steeling yourself for what comes next. Ew. In the darkness of the tunnel, you hear quiet retching. You press on with offered sympathies. As you progress through the tunnel, a change in the air pressure causes your attention. There's an opening above your head. The walls are slick and coated with waste, but you find handholds carved in either side of the narrow passage leading to freedom. You haul yourself out of the pit. Out through the toilet of the Valian Trading Company's headquarters. Ew. We're gonna smell like poop forever. We're never gonna get that smell out of our armor. I guess we can go back that way too. We could have just gone on the front door. We have a recommendation. It's a rather large bathroom, actually, though. All things considered, very nice bathroom.
What are you doing here?
Business took longer than expected. Actually...
Then permit me to escort you safely out.
Oh. We got kicked out. I think we're allowed to just go in the main door, aren't we? Can we just go in?
If you've come on business with the Valiant Trading Company, it will have to wait until morning. We're closed.
I see.
There's no need for you to be here after hours. Move along.
Okay, bye. We'll come back tomorrow.
You're a follower.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something. It's about Shodi.
Go for it.
She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited, and if I was still young and didn't know the things I know, it'd be different.
Okay.
But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days. I get why she's like that. And I was there once, long time back.
His eyelids flare with relived embarrassment.
But it's 'cause of that I can't see a way to respect it. I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better.
You're gonna have to pretend to respect her.
Never been much of a liar. Folks tend to see through.
Even if it's a bad lie, she'll go along with it because it's what she would rather believe.
All right, I'll do like you said. I don't think she'll believe me, but I'll do it.
Okay.
Lied? Oh, you mean... well, depends on what you mean by follow.
Maybe you heard earlier? I follow Aethys too. Mostly, in a way. I mean, I am a child of the Dawn Stars, even if firstly I'm a Gonite.
This young man appears either to be composing or practicing a tune on his lute. He stops mid-strum, looking up at you with a friendly expression.
Hundreds Nathers. Something I can do for you?
He stares at your head with disbelief. I just came to listen to you play.
Oh, sorry to disappoint then. I'm having an imp of a time with this piece.
He offers you a sheepish grin. I hear you're one to talk to about certain kinds of jobs.
It was Persa, wasn't it? Is she recruiting again?
Zilly scowls.
You can tell her I'm not getting involved in whatever she's up to.
So you're not the one to talk to?
No, whatever Persa has planned, it's not how we do things.
Zilly flushes with anger.
Go plot your mischief with Persa. She's got a room at the tavern down in the gullet. Just leave me out of it.
Thank you.
That's good, I guess. For you.
Oh, maybe you don't want to talk about it. That's all right.
Down in
Surely
the gullet. There we go. Okay.
some other time, then.
Going down to the gullet. We're gonna get this quest underway. Hopefully so we can get some sweet experience. We're a long ways from a level though. That's sad. We don't have a very beefy group. Could use some more hit points. Like Edier's got 149, which is pretty decent. We only have 110. It's not as decent. It's locked. Why? We didn't go the right way. The gullet is north from here? Guess we have to go north first? It's a long walk back to the other side of the entire district. Well, no, we're getting there pretty quickly. We're a little over halfway, probably. Give or take a few. We're almost out of time, even. Alright, once we get to the gullet, we'll hit up the tavern and we'll see if we can learn a little bit what this family is up to.
You must gather your party.
They have a lot of guards inside their little house, though, so... No, that's not the gullet either. It must be east. Although it seems sort of like a north... Well, I guess a northeasterly direction. You know what? We'll end the video here. When I get to the gullet, we will continue on our way. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Take care.